Leverage is one of the most exciting and risky tools in Binance futures trading. In this episode, we will explain how it works and how to use it wisely. Now, what is a leverage? A leverage allows you to control a larger position with a smaller amount of money. It magnifies both your potential profits and losses, right? So there are many a time. In fact, this is one of the tools that every trader actually utilize. So you may have small amount of money. In fact, we explain them technically when we are entering a trade, so don't worry. So you want to enter a trade, but for a particular item or a particular instrument that you want to trade or buy or sell, there's a minimum amount of money that you need to engage in that. And many a time, the balance that we have, in fact, the money that we have sitting in our account is not enough, right? And for that matter, we will still have to trade, even though our funds are very low. So the system or this platform gives you the access to what? To borrow. So right, so it's a form of a borrowing, which boosts your access, your ability to engage in the trade, even though your real amount of money that you have in your account is not enough to do that. So that is where we capitalize on the term leverage. So it gives you the trading power to trade more. So we will look at this in example. So let's see how it works. For example, with 10 times leverage, normally is simplifies or symbolized, with the value and then the X letter. So for example, with 10 times leverage, we call it 10 times or 10x leverage. $100 in your margin or $100 in margin controls $1,000 position. Let me take it again. For example, with 10 times leverage, right, $100 in margin, right, $100 in margin means that this is the amount that you have that you want to dedicate to engage in that trade. So this is the money that you actually have, right? But with this 10 times leverage, you can actually control a $1,000 position. Look at the difference. You have $100, but you're engaging in $1,000 position. That is the power that we are talking about. So if the price moves 1% in your favor, just 1% in your favor, your profit is $10. You understand? Your profit is $10. That is 10 times more than if you didn't use leverage, right? So if you didn't use leverage, it's just small figure. But with this amount, just 1% in your favor, you are going to have $10 in return, right? But if the price moves 1% against you, your loss is also $10. So you can see that it's double-edged sword. It can cut you this way or the other way, right? So it depends on how you use it or whatever will be the results of your position. So now let's look at the risks of leverage. Now, high leverage can lead to quick profits, but also increases the risk of liquidation. When you say liquidation, simply you are being kicked out of the market or you hitting your SL. Beginners should start with low leverage. So I'm going to advise you. You may see that in my I'm not yet presenting or any of my trades, but when I show you the history or the running position, you see that many of my positions are the minimum start with 70 and then 77. Sometimes I can go 125, but moderately I keep around 75. So for beginner, why would you even risk that by using 75? You can use as low as 5% or even 1%. So it depends on your level. So that's what it means. Now, how to use leverage safely. Now, stick to leverage of 2 times or 3 times until you are comfortable. So do you hear this? So you can stick to 2% or 2 times or 3 times until you are comfortable. Always use stop loss orders. Always set your SLs. It's very, very important. So you are going to do that. You may see in my case not using them, but I'm going to teach you. Please stick to whatever I teach you. I know what I'm saying. Now, monitor your position size relative to your account balance, right? So whilst you have set you are running your positions running, you should be checking your balance, your margin, available. That is what we mean. So we will look at them in practice later. Now, leverage is a powerful tool, but it must be used with caution. Master it and you will take your trading to the next level. That is it. That is it for this series. Happy trading. See you soon. Bye for now.